NURO stock, Neurometrics Inc. up 87 point, or rather 87% in this live session of the 27th of August 2021. There isn't really any news there. It has been extending with SPRT support.com, so we can see a very nice trajectory up here, extending, getting support, higher highs and higher lows, extending. At some point broke through the short-term moving averages, but it's been extending nicely. This based on this 1 minute model, some market participants might be comfortable about putting their money in, because it's not extending at a very steep angle. Just tells you that the momentum keeps on feeding on itself. Retraces, extends again, retraces, extends again. Very, very much gradual, much more organic. Not like indeed it extended in the pre-market session, but since that time it's been extending and crawling up, sometimes moving sideways. You can see that here, moved pretty much sideways at some point for a good I would say a good 2 hours or thereabout, if not even 3 hours. It moved sideways, and since that time it's up now. But at the moment, momentum is indicating that the stock has not so great at the moment. The RSI is also signifying that there is a loss of momentum as well, validating that. MACD up below the signal line as well. So this is the live 1 minute model. This is the closest you can get to what's going on with Neurometrics stock, NURO. So let's see what the 5 minute model is indicating. The 5 minute model is indicating something totally different, since this extension we started to have, the continuation of the upward trend. Since it happened, it hasn't really actually touched that 10-day moving average. So this will reflect the stock differently, because its frequency of records is not as high as that of the 1 minute. And as the higher you go, that will also be the case. You can see that's much more divergent from, or much more separated from the 10-day moving average. Let's look at the 15 minutes. Same thing. 30 minutes, same thing as well. The 60-minute will reflect more of will pretty much be more like the daily model. So let's return to the 1 minute model. So at some point we did see a 90% extension for Neurometrics, so it's inching up now, mixing things up with the 10 and the 20-day moving average up there. Momentum is also improving. MACD is trying to surpass its signal line. Yes, indeed, there isn't any news concerning Neurometrics. It has a small float, that's amongst other things. So given the fact there must be a case of a short squeeze, and this relatively small. You can see shares outstanding is 5.629 million, and remember very well that usually it's not always the case that we have all these shares outstanding in the marketplace. It may just be something less, but given that it is only 5.629, it may be the entire, but whatever it is definitely a small float. So when you combine the fear of missing out, that has a reason, because of the short squeeze and because of the short interests, the short floats. If you combine all of those things, you'll get what you're getting right now. So we're looking at approximately 90% extension Neurometrics Inc. stock, at trading at roughly $19 now. And let's see, has it ever reached $19? Let's even see whether this is its old 52-week high. Yes, trading volume for the last 10 days. Okay, this is a high volume. Trading volume exceeded 10-day average of 5.396 by 520%. Okay, average the last 10 trading for the last 10 days is about 986,000. Let's see what it's saying here for the volume. Okay. Oh wow, today's volume is on track to be heavier than usual, with 71.265 million shares having traded so far, and the market hasn't even closed yet. The unbalanced zone indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers definitely more active than sellers. Volatility for the last 10 days is 252.08%. So let's return and see what's going on. 95% and extending. Would the trading be halted? We don't know. So let's see whether it has actually been halted. Let's find out. Trading halt. Let's see whether it's been halted today. Okay, let's see if these are the stocks that have been halted. CYCCP, SPRT was halted, but not NUVO and UVO. None of that. Okay, no record of. Okay, yes, at some point it was halted. We have it there. NURO 10:02 Eastern US time. That was when it was halted. Without a call again. So let's try and see from this when that was. You can see that was early in the session. That was when it was halted. 10:02. Maybe up, and after that maybe it wasn't halted for long, because we saw after that a huge spike, a huge gap up. Yeah. So it has now retraced down to $18.66 now. Has fallen below the 10 and the 20-day moving averages at the moment. So as I indicated earlier on, this is a live short squeeze of neurometrics. Neurometrics stock and NURO stock. So that's what we are looking at right now. And if it's of interest to you, all the major indexes, the Dow, the S&P, the Nasdaq, they're all looking up. They're all up there in your screen. You can see they're all of them in green. We don't exactly know what Jerome Powell said in his Jackson Hole comments. It must be positive, because we have seen that these indicators, these indexes are all looking up. So, but right now, neurometrics is cooling off. Now, it's cooling off on its own to avoid any halts, I suppose. But at the same time, now looking up, getting some support from the $18, 1860-ish level. Yeah, volume weighted average price is so way below at 16.11. So yes, to some extent the stock is overvalued. So just be careful. Know how you're going to play the stock. Highly volatile. It's driven by a short squeeze, a coordinated short squeeze from social media. So just be careful. Know what you're doing. A lot of people are involved in this stock right now, so that means also that a lot of people may also take their money off the stock as well. So just be very careful. Know what you're doing. It's not a place to really tell you how you're going to invest your money. Just be very careful. So we are looking at a live short squeeze of a stock. A very live. Indeed it is. So it's a bit quiet at the moment now trading in between the short and intermediate moving averages at the moment. Momentum is indicating the stock is oversold at the moment. MACD clearly below the signal line. RSI is not so strong as such, but not as poor as one would have it. So let's look at the 5-minute model and see what's going on there with this. Okay, slightly clean off, but hasn't touched that 10-day moving average. Let's look at the 10-minute model. Okay, stock is so far away from the 10-day moving average. The closest moving average we have here. 15-minute model, same thing as well. So let's return to the 1-minute model. Okay, it's inching up now, challenging those two moving averages, the 10-day. Both of them have converged up there. Momentum is improving. Extension now trying to inch up to 90% again. I believe we saw them. I'm not sure if we did see a 95%. I'm not sure, but for sure we did see a 90% extension. So momentum is improving. MACD RSI is at 52 and improving. MACD is still below the signal line because the stock has not surpassed those short term moving averages. That is the 10 and the 20-day. Yes, high volume so far, crossed, it's over 71 million have crossed, and shares outstanding is 5 million, which is not exactly the shares floated. It could be small. That just gives you an idea the number of times the shares have been bought and sold. People are turning over really fast. They are turning over several times. They buying, selling, I believe the same people, some who have bought, still go back to buy again. Yes, that's what's going on. It has a very small float. The demand is huge. The fear of missing out is palpable here in this market for neurometric stock, NURO stock. So we're looking at an extension of 87.01%, stock trading at $18.64. It's 8% now. It's 8% extension. So just be careful. Know how you're playing NURO stock, neurometric stock. Be very careful. A lot of people are involved. A lot of market participants are involved. They are also going to take their money off the stock anytime soon, very soon. And don't be, as they put it, the bag holder. You can see we are looking at the retracement now. It fell to 79%. Just be very careful. If it pulls back sufficiently enough, it may be an opportunity to buy, but we're not recommending that you do so. So be careful with this stock. Know how you're playing it. And thank you very much for watching this video.